did anything. I caught a bunch of fish at different places. I now have like 18 fish. 18 different types of fish caught.
Neat.
So, made some progress there. I don't want to be there.
You don't want to go there.
Yeah.
You want to...
I think there's the closest. Cause I'm pretty sure it's this here where I'm headed.
Rivers towards the ocean. Also, make sure you stock up on healing items.
I'm pretty sure I already did, but I'll double check.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I don't know. I don't know what your item stuff looks like.
Buy sell items, buy...
You can fucking afford lemon gels.
I'll do 5.
That's fair. Hang on. What about pin? Okay, you already have those.
Yeah, so...
Maybe buy a couple life bottles. You only have 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy 2 more there.
Alright, I'm pleased. Thank you.
Won't buy those yet. I'm pretty sure I didn't have anything more I could do. Oh yeah, I managed to craft most of their top weapons. So that helps some.
You can never be too prepared. Did we have to spend so much?
Let's rest. I want to see.
Can we get a talkie? Please let us have a talkie. Please, game. I am desperate for interaction.
Vegetation certainly gives this realm a distinct, if somber, ambiance.
Seems like there's lots of fruit and plants that we can eat.
I also can't help but notice the ceaseless howling of the wind.
It should be easy to dry our laundry out here.
I can't tell if these two are actually having a conversation or what.
What do I have cooking right now?
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Damn it.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Oh well, it was worth a check.
I think we've rested long enough.
Let's
keep moving.
I'm sure we'll get some more talking points after the fucking bit, after this next area.
Right. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of events that occur here.
Or you would probably just avoid all fights until you hit your area.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty okay right now.
Well, just so we don't accidentally waste any CP. Because I don't know if there's going to be any places to recover in your next area.
Well, I'm pretty sure the next immediate area will probably be okay. The one after that, well, we'll see.
Right, I forgot you had to go through ruins.
Since there's an owl around here.
Yeah.
Oh, another owl.
I was gonna check something. Okay, so that's where those are at right now. Her power strike is still slowly going up. Holy hell. Rinwell's doing pretty good there. Poor Law Spirit. So, question item-wise.
Yes. Speak your thoughts.
We should look at using some of these herbs.
Look, just because I'm bad at doing it doesn't mean you have to be.
Exactly.
Fuck off, Tyler.
Let me check something. I want to see.
I'm not even that good at, like, when I do use them, I'm not even that good at it. I'm just like, oh, let me just dump them all into the main character. Okay, cool, got it.
See, I'm wondering. I'm trying to see if HP, like whether Alphen's Flaming Edge is like whether like having whether Alphen's Flaming Edge does percent health or just HP number. So I'm just checking this real quick. Because if it's percent health, that's a problem. Because if it's percent, I don't want to just pour those health things in there into him.
Okay, so what are you looking for? Flaming Edge?
Yeah. But I'm also trying to but you gotta be very careful looking at this. I'm being like super brief skimming. Okay. Well, I can't see enough on that, so.
Well, how about I look into it, you use the other herbs and leave the HP ones alone for now.
Let's not worry about that. I searched a little bit last night. I want to do just one more quick search now. So what I'll do is I'm going to put 2 into Alphen. And then other HP. What do you think? Do I do...
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the fucking question.
Do I look at doing Shion? For more health.
Who goes down the most?
Rinwell goes down the most.
Okay, well, if you plan on using Rinwell, I would say Rinwell. Otherwise, I would agree with Shion since she's your healer.
Okay. I do plan on having like Rinwell in the party most of the time, I think. Just because her magic is just bonkers.
That's fair.
So.
Because you always want to, like, find your weakest links and, like, help them.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
That being said, if you want to do defense, I'd highly, highly recommend Shion.
Lavender, so this is attack. So, since I think attack, I'll just put an Alphen, since that'll just help him overall. So, other option would be Law. Do you have any preferences there?
Not particularly.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and just put these in Alphen. Defense.
God, there's not anything helpful.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm still fucking curious as shit.
Okay, so I can either give this to... Like, I can do Alphen, Shion, Kasara. Depends on how I want to look at it. Do you think Shion?
I only want to say Shion just because we have to keep our healer up.
Okay, so...
Like, as much as I would like to increase Rinwell and Law because they're the weaker legs, Shion is our healer. She needs to have defense.
Okay.
Then we already gave Rinwell some HP. She can fucking suck it.
Rosemary for elemental attack. Now, this is a tough one, right? Because Alphen does benefit from elemental attack quite a bit because of the flaming edge.
You know me, I do love giving attack power to the MC
Um,
that you're going to be using.
But that being said, Rinwell is also just insane as well. So I'm thinking 4 on Alphen, 2 on Rinwell.
Yeah, why not?
Saffron, elemental defense. See, that one becomes tough. I'm thinking Alphen.
Okay, yeah. I'll agree with that one.
My other option was going to be Kasara, but I can give her
Okay, yeah.
penetration here. Everyone's is pretty good, but I'm thinking Alphen just for that
Alphen.
higher.
200%.
Jasmine, endurance. Everyone's really pretty even on it. Outside of Kasara.
What does endurance do? In this game context?
Let me actually check. I may have go through the field guide. Help.
Oh my god, this is so not helpful.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't need to worry about it.
It still pisses me off.
I mean, that's fair.
There's still, I even looked specifically like how much HP does Blazing Sword cost, and it's like, well, you know, it does some HP. Thank you, Twitter post. You're fucking helpful.
I've got an idea of like how it works. I think it's either a percent locked like as it goes, and I know you can ramp up to ridiculous levels. I'm going to avoid that for the most part, just because I don't want to trivialize things.
It's percent. It's percent.
Okay.
Game FAQ.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so it is a percent. What that percent is, fuck knows. But it is a percent. There you go. Happy Christmas. Trying to figure out what endurance is.
Yes, because.
All right, another question to ask Google. Now look, fucking third ask question.
Yeah, I don't see anything immediately there. So if I equip.
Okay, I think it's like the higher your endurance, the lower chances you'll get hit by a crit.
Okay. Seems believable enough. So this is all looking pretty good and pretty even across the board.
How thin? How thin?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Red says greatly raises max HP. Okay, so the red ones are a stronger version of it. Who do I want to put this on?
Who is it?
So this is 100 HP. Right, this becomes a tough one now.
Well, okay, I know what my answer is, but I'm trying to think about being smart instead of what I would like to say. Which, if you don't know what I would like to say, it's Alphen, by the way.
I kind of figured.
So I'm always gonna pick.
I think that probably still makes the most sense.
Cool. Glad we've established this.
Raises max attack, 10 points, Alphen, because again, that's just the way it goes. Yeah. 10 defense. I think Rinwell for that.
Alright. Let her be less squish.
Elemental attack. I think I want to do Rinwell for that. Elemental defense. That's fine. That's gonna go on Alphen. Raises resistance. So yeah, I think Alphen again.
Beef up our boy.
Okay. So that's my consumables. We're committing as much as the next save file will allow us to.
Right. Don't forget there is an owl in the area.
I won't forgive you.
I appreciate the reminder.
Do I know where? No, but there is an owl. I hate being excited for something.
Because it means it's a little ways away.
That too, but like, one of my favorite animes, like top 5 favorite animes of all time, is finally getting a season 2, but there's no announcement of when it will be.
Ooh, that is tough.
Wait, fuck. I'm happy. I'm so ecstatic that there's gonna be finally a season 2 after 7 years, 7+ years.
What's this thing?
I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Giving that to Alphen.
Hell yeah. Because this shit aired back in 2013.
Well, that is a little while ago.
Right? I mean, it's not like the longest time that an anime has gone without getting a season 2, I'm pretty sure. Or, like, a next season, because all these fucking reboots that they keep doing.
I mean, yeah.
And, like, what? I think they're finally gonna finish Bleach off, if I remember hearing correctly. Because apparently that was not complete.
Yeah, I think... I know they're either, like... I know they're going back and doing something with it. I don't know all of the details.
If I remember correctly, they are doing, like a final season type thing.
Such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar
Oh.
to that windmill, for instance.
And Yasha did something similar where it's like it had like a whole ass anime and then finally did a final act years later. Like, freaking hell.
It's funny how that can work out.
I know, I just want it to be announced of when I can expect this.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Oh, ow.
There we are. And now we have a pair of angel wings.
Neat.
Looks like we've spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
I'm like, how do I get back here? Okay. Oh good, another fishing spot. Just what I like seeing.
And I know.
Ah, there's the ice cream recipe.
Ooh.
Cool.
How the fuck do you make ice cream over a campfire?
Well, I mean, hopefully they don't actually do it over a campfire.
Well, that's like the only time you can do it besides at an inn.
Well, that's because the theory is that you're resting.
Out of our way.
That still doesn't answer anything as to how the fuck you can cook ice cream at a campfire.
Look, I don't know what I can tell you there.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still? Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner threads than done.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummeling to me.
Cool. Did you know we almost got hit by
You'll soon see about
an asteroid back in September?
I can't say it rings any bells.
Well, apparently.
this ends now.
And because it came from the direction of the sun, scientists couldn't detect it.
Well, that's always good.
Right? I love that.
Looks like we won.
You don't suffer from any existential dread like that, do you? Just out of curiosity.
No more dread than any of the other topics we've talked about before about doom and gloom.
Fair enough. Oh, cool. New lure. Also, I got the second fishing rod.
Neat.
Yeah. Okay. So...
You think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
yeah, pretty much that. Kind of the way war works.
Don't know. Speaking of like media and shit, there's yet another Halloween horror movie.
Oh yeah, it's what called Scream, I think.
Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills. Okay, yeah.
Scream is a different franchise.
Yeah. And I know I think they're reviving the Scream series as well, or they did.
I think they. I've heard that. Yeah, I just don't remember if it's a did or doing.
That's definitely fair.
But like, Jesus Christ. How many? I've never seen any of the Halloween movies, but how many times has that fucker died?
Couldn't begin to tell you.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you and Rinwell.
In an instant! Impact block!
Pretty cool.
To pull through.
Right, I love that finishing move.
Okay, honestly, I love every finishing move. They're all really pretty.
They really are.
What the shit?
Look, Alphen, I need you to cooperate with me here.
I don't think that's the Alphen thing. It's more of like a, hey, I'm just invisibly here.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Yep. What? Oh.
I didn't think there was actually going to be anything there. I fully expected to hit an invisible wall. But my inner explorer told me to check.
Your inner thief told you?
However you want to describe it.
Thieving. After all, it's not your property, you're just taking it.
Well, abandoned property, you know.
Still thieving. Just like archaeology is still grave digging. Just with a fancier name.
I mean, true.
We managed to pull through.
Of course we managed to pull through, Wah. Who do you think we are?
One could argue a bunch of schmucks.
Bunch of schmucks with some really powerful weapons and skills.
Well, yes.
Alvin has killed 2 lords. I think we're solid.
I'll do my best.
About to kill ourselves a 3rd one. The only reason Dohalim is alive because he's on our side.
Yeah. I think the only finishing move that I've kind of got tired of a little bit, and surprises me that I did, is Alphen's and Kasara's. And I did not expect that.
I don't even remember what their finishing move looks like.
The tornado. I think it's because it's a little abrupt. I think that's part of it.
I think you're just picky.
Yeah, it could also be that. Okay, let's give this a go.
Easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it.
That misses the whole point of going out to fish.
I'm with Dohalim on this one, actually. I'm
Okay.
fully 100% on Dohalim's side on this one.
Reel it in.
Also, there is just button latency in this minigame. I tested it on keyboard. Because I was like, am I, like, is it my controller being funky, considering everything else, or something else? Because I'm hitting that, like, way quicker than what that pops up as.
She's got a good size to her, all told.
We can make a real feast out of this bad boy.
Oh, that one's so easy to catch for me. That's a good one to farm. Probably. Lesser pure shoe.
I think the answer is no.
Fine with the lure. All right, let's do this.
I think the answer is no.
Yep. I went ahead and checked for the second fish as well.
Yeah, no, I saw you going through it twice.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you thought I was just doing that or if I was just like stupid. Either one would be a valid thought.
No, I was looking through it too.
That water does not look great.
Well, it's not, you know. I think it's just dirty from like all the moss and shit.
Also probably true.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Ruins that once belonged to Dana are now brimming with beasts from Rinna, but this scenery is about as Danon as it gets.
After this, you want to take a quick water break?
Yeah, let me get some stuff going.
I wonder if you eventually get more livestock.
I don't think so. Also, my brother said he never found a recipe for one thing, or he doesn't think so. And I'll be interested if we do or not.
What recipe?
Anything using horse meat.
Let me look.
But yeah, you want to do a quick water break, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna go grab a Okay, let's see. have anything for those. There. Got some good magic ones, I think. No 4s there, no 4s there. 1 4 there. Well, that's not the worst gold return. Go do this while we wait. Should have the novice fight up and ready.
We've reached our destination. Get lost!
Not today! I'm gone! You're mine!
Laser spear!
I'm gone! Infernal turret!
Are those arms even natural?
I can carve through armor!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Not in your dreams.
Go ahead, break that.
Going in. Lightning, make it red!
Explosive ring! Be still! Take this!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
Lightning strike!
Explosive ring! Shockwave flash! Try this! Infernal turret!
Ooh, that was a good hit.
Take it down.
Not today!
Laser fire!
Try harder! Not a chance!
This one is mine. That's it. Raining tiger blade.
Cool. Got that. Still probably can't do that, so I'm not even gonna try. Solo battles are still too strong there, too strong there.
Sorry, hello.
You're fine.
So I had to go back to the training grounds?
Yeah, I did the there's one that has a timer for like the dog tags.
Okay, alright. Anyway, so yes, there are 2 recipes that use horse meat.
Okay, cool. I figured there probably were.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
My brother
One of
probably
them.
just missed them.
Probably. It's only 2 of them. One of them is a wiener. The other one is horse sashimi.
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
There are so many things wrong with that.
She can cause it.
That's actually a dish, yeah.
You okay, Rinwell?
I've seen people eat it.
Yeah.
Apparently it's very fucking
Don't push yourself
delicious.
too hard now, okay?
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, Hoodle. I don't know what to do.
You found the owl, didn't you?
Yes, that was Angel Wings.
Okay.
Let's cook before resting. Ice cream, elemental attack up. Yeah.
Food is the best kind of magic. This ice cream tastes so good.
You're so
I
cute.
swear, you're always having ice cream, even when it's freezing cold out.
And who made you the food police?
No one. I'm just saying that's a lot of ice cream. Don't you ever, throw up or anything?
Did you really just say that? Try thinking before you talk.
Huh? What do you mean? All I'm saying is I'm just a little worried about you, okay?
Well, don't be. I can have ice cream whenever I want.
You say that, but you know what's gonna happen if you keep eating ice cream all the time.
It's none of your business what I eat or how often.
Arguing over the
Christ.
consumption of a frozen dairy product. Ah, to be young.
Naive might be more accurate.
Oh, goodness.
Make sure to get some good rest.
Okay, so horse sashimi, the recipe is locked as you progress through the story, specifically in the Darkwing's headquarters.
Okay.
And the wiener is unlocked after completing the story once. It will automatically unlock during the Into the Grotto subquest.
Okay. Generate 3 water orbs around Rinwell that explode on contact. Cool.
Neat.
KO prevention looks pretty good. Gonna be real honest here.
We do stand KO prevention.
Don't see anything else that is immediate other contention, so I think this is what's gonna be done.
All right, guys. Ready to go?
No, never.
Good.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
Oh, goody.
To the wharf.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Okay, well that answered that question.
Yep, it's a ship.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danits. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
Heavy treat. Cool.
I have a bad feeling you're probably gonna need that.
We're gonna go down this one first then. Okay.
For a whole
Nothing.
lot of nothing.
Right? Nothing readily apparent.
Save before you get on the boat.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna save before I go down
Yeah.
here too. I'll talk to
Again.
a couple of them.
Again, why the fuck do you... I'm still baffled by the fact that you thought that fishing was gonna lead you to food.
Speaking of which, did you hear they say that the cargo might contain stolen goods? Interesting.
Alright.
Best place. Okay, but at least you spend your days never having to worry about starving. I mean, fair.
Aussie. Love it.
Okay.
Save. 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 Thank you.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse
Okay.
of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you
That's
saying
very
you know
kind
how
of
to
you.
steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there. You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
I mean, that's true.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
Alright, cool.
He's awfully good-spirited about this whole ordeal.
Okay, yeah, he's not even asking any questions, which is totally neat, actually.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you want to go after the Lord? Fine, sure, why not? Yeah?
Yeah?
Because it's gonna get bumpy, okay.
I hope you don't have to steer the ship. That would suck.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before.
Oh my god.
Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board.
I'm sorry, a castle on a ship.
On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be
Valid.
a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
You know? Water graphics, not terrible.
Expect one of these mofos to be sick.
Right.
But I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I
He
keep
loved you,
going over
Doofus.
his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do?
Yes.
Or did I just end up making things harder for her?
No.
I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Aww.
Brotherly bonding! But no, Law, don't doubt yourself. You did good. You did perfect. In Rinwell's case. Maybe not your father's case, but Rinwell's case.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
She's a
Must
psycho
remember that
bitch.
time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Renna really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
He's just like, Alphen, could you not? Well, she's the sick one. Should we do the others first?
I want to say she on for last.
I did not expect this to be a cutscene.
If this ends everything, I might have you reload.
Think Law is okay?
Right. Have a good one. Good one, Buko.
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadheim.
Yeah.
But then there are people like Law and Shion, It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know though, maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Okay, thank fuck.
Okay, so Kasara first, or
Yeah,
between
but
the
like
two.
also, Rinwell looks like she might be turning out okay now.
Yeah.
I have renewed hope for her.
You look so good. Are you all right?
I like the blue hue.
It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I was
I'm
hoping
not the
someone
best
would be
person to
seasick. I
ask
love
about
it.
discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Well, they were to her.
And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadime?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Rinwell. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Xion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadime.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. We'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadime for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadime's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadime wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans. He eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting
Prescription.
at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence.
Good, pretty shot.
And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Poor Kisara. But yeah, Alphen, I definitely would actually say spectacularly.
At times, at least.
No, just spectacularly.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renaissance, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mom.
Oh, then you useless dumbass.
That was pretty good overall.
He's a useless dumbass. Like, he's wonderful, don't get me wrong. But motherfucker. He had to pull out the "we're friends" line.
Look, have to get them to agree on that first.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's a big ass ship.
It's a castle on a ship, yes.
She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you
As
do
soon
if they
as-
catch on to us?
As soon as
Not
you
much I
can't
can
save,
do.
though.
Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin.
Would have been in your best interest not to.
That's always a dumb move by any villain.
Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
I love this guy. He's just like, cool, you're gonna go after this bitch? Alright, cool, have fun.
He's like, I'll just be here.
Ask no questions, risking his life.
Mobile
Anyway.
Fortress Gradia.
Yep. Which has 4 floors, if I remember correctly. Yeah, looks like it's gonna be a fun map for you.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Okay, go through skits and then save.
Now
Right.
that's what I call a ship.
Right?
Yeah, the biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all
I
we
could see
know,
why.
Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I
Well,
guess I could
yes,
see
she
it.
would be smart too.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out? Now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
What other lords?
I wouldn't put it past her.
Right.
There's one more.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
Well, yeah.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
I understood that. Anyway, save. Thank you. We watched a lot of cutscenes. Don't want to go through those again.
Definitely fair.
And remember, at the end of this, you get to finally fight McBitch herself.
And it'll be good riddance to her.
Fuck yeah. But oh, she wants to watch the lords duke it out. What lords? There's one.
Yeah, I feel like that's a slight little plot oversight.
Or just a mistranslation.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Because it could have been a mistranslation. Speaking of translations, I think when I play through Busteria again on New Game Plus, I think I might have it be in Japanese this time.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I mean,
Just kinda
definitely fair.
I'm kind of curious on just how different the dialogue is.
Yeah, I get that.
I can read your moves like a book.
I still also really like that finisher.
Right.
Fine weapon material when I see it.
Cool. Astral crystal.
Don't tell me.
Okay, so this is hers.
Got it.
Oh, I don't. Did we actually ever have a map action for her?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, we're stupid. We are actually stupid. Because we were like, oh, we just need Doholims, we'll be fine. I forgot Rinwell never had a map action. Though that being said, I'm still wondering what Doholims is going to be, but like, you know, whatever.
Hi, Hoodle.
Place of Rain's gonna be like? Is it just gonna rain all the time, like a stereotypical rain elemental place would be?
You know, I don't know that I could tell you.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
So much gold. Alright, use up your fucking CP.
Right.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Elevator appears to be offline. Not really a surprise.
Why are we to be online?
Hello, little wolves.
I don't think they're little.
Well,
I'm pretty sure if they stood on their hind legs, they'd be taller than Alfred.
I mean, yes.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
I'm ready for the next battle.
I may not always land some of the aerial stuff, but when I do, it's pretty satisfying. 10k gold.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Get lost.
Its armor's too strong.
I definitely feel like this is definitely an area that, like, if you miss something, you're never gonna get it again.
It definitely has something like that feel going on.
Thankfully, there's not been an owl instance, so that's good.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
I don't know why I picked up there.
No. Just accept it and move on.
And poor,
Kisara.
yeah.
Look, she'll get there.
Yeah, she will. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just so I get more of her boost gauge.
Sounds neat. You know, it's nice for all these enemies to just stand around and let us approach them. Not like, oh hey, we hear a struggle from, like, elsewhere inside the room. Maybe we should go check it out.
Say no more.
Okay, so I'm getting peach gels. What does that look like right now? We'll go ahead and pop that.
Yeah.
I can afford to use those since I can grind them.
Mm-hmm. Completely agree. It'd be a waste not to. And we don't want to waste peach gel.
They really don't give up, do they? Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself
I'm not looking forward to fighting the red one in here.
She'll do fine. The shiny Pokemon, you gotta touch it.
Just, I don't want to though. So this one is not nearly as bad as the ones that have the shield. The ones that had the shield were an actual pain.
You're an actual pain.
Well, I mean, that's your prerogative.
You mean the truth?
You're entitled to your prerogative.
Because I bet if I asked Bree, she'd agree.
Probably would.
So therefore the truth.
Access key A.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Ooh. An elevator. Does that mean floor 1 cleared?
Floor 1 cleared.
Save. After you get to the next floor.
Actually, I'm gonna save now before I...
Fair.
Because apparently it just opens up all of this. I assume I'm on the lower level. Nope, I'm not on the lower level. Okay. So I'm on floor 1. Okay.
So this would probably be the basement then, essentially.
Yeah.
Small map. Alright, let's do this.
I didn't want my CP.
Who would want CP? Like, fuck that shit.
I like her blah 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 magic.
Sorry, but nothing will ever beat magic exam for me.
That's fair.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Each Joe. Random mushrooms. Oh, hello.
I call horseshit on there being mushrooms, but alright.
That hurt. Okay, good to know that affects the air too.
Oh, Shannon, I love you.
Thank you.
Fitting, really.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Magic Emblem 1. White Cloak.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna go ahead and do that.
Yeah, why not?
Equipment. Yep.
Oh.
Oh, I should actually check something as well. Just both tier 1. Oh well. I'm getting a lot better at doing a combination of flaming aerial and everything.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill
Good.
circles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed.
What the
I believe
shit?
it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
Could have been worse.
If it's not being sicked on intruders, maybe it's on Media's pet or lab rat.
What the shit? What the absolute garbage?
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Yeah, no shit, considering it's bitch face brigade, yeah.
Right.
I'll do my best.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'm so lucky that tornado was there for this. That should hit decently. Being in a combo for that is just not the ideal. There we go. There we go. 3 peach gels.
Use them up.
Yeah. So. There's no way this equipment is part of this ship. Yep, that's... sounds about right.
Alright, on to the next floor. Crap, save again. Just to be on the safe side.
Right. Better safe than sorry. There's an owl.
Oh, motherfucker.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Okay. Ooh, cutscene.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't all Madria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies
Yes.
waiting for us up in the sky?
Yes.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
100% yes.
Sorry, Love, but did you just think that we just defeat the 5 lords and everyone gets to be happy again? Come on, dude. And that being said, I'm kind of without them, that I'm kind of surprised they haven't interfered at some point.
Yeah, I wonder what the reason for that ultimately ends up being.
Considering, one lord was already basically out of the contest, and 2 of them just got, well, they were killed.
Everybody okay?
We're all right.
Not real happy about where my CP is at right now.
Where could this owl be? Clearly not in this room.
Yeah, I make sure to find that before moving on.
Managed to pull through.
11k gold. All right.
We do like the gold.
Nope, that's not where I wanted to be. Almost had that.
Love his mystic art though.
Right. Okay, I'm not gonna hit that yet.
Oh, was it a switch or something?
Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be in that room most likely.
Most likely.
Okay, cool.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
No? Butterfly wings. Those look
Butterfly wings?
pretty.
Butterfly wings? Tyler.
I will.
Tyler, please.
Yep, just need to extend this.
That's fine.
Go no further.
And we found the owl, so that's good.
Right.
Like I said, I have a really good feeling that this is gonna be like a one-stop shop.
It's
Or,
either
like,
gonna be
fun-
that or we're going to take it over.
No, not what I meant. What I meant to say was like this is the only time we're gonna be on this ship. We're never coming back here.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
That's usually how it is with ship-based levels. I think there's a good chance the ship's going to be destroyed.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna rule that out as a possibility.
Just like there's not like a place to rest though.
Healing arts last.
Yeah, definitely not so far.
I don't think there's going to be because enemy ship and all that. Like hopefully there's like a Healy circle before you go fight Lord Bitchface.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be at least that much.
They seem to be pretty good about that.
'Cause if not, that would be a departure from some norms, and that would be bad.
Pretty worn out.
Wanna
Yeah.
rest up for a bit?
3100 gold. That's fine, that's fine.
Is there anyone even to fight?
I don't think there is at this point.
Okay. I don't know who you, about to say, I don't know who you should try it on.
Oh my god, they're so big.
They're so gorgeous.
They are very pretty. If it wasn't for the shield, that would work pretty well.
The Spellinger wings are pretty cute. I mean, you could still put them on her. It just, whenever she has her shield, they'll just be a little bit awkward, but like, in cutscenes it should be fine.
Yeah. Especially since she has the whole Halo thing going on.
Yes, yes, I know you're Paladin.
Okay. Anything over here? Yep.
Right, that's like, what, half the map done?
Yeah, something like that.
Now on to the other half. Leon.
Yeah. I'm glad it at least gives you the warning.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a lovely fight.
Perhaps you should save before you go touch it.
I will.
Neat. Go touch it.
I gotta explore this part here first. Pineapple Gill. Yeah, that's fine.
Use a fucking orange gel. won't
I
you?
will. Elixir.
Don't use it. Fucking save that shit.
Okay.
And then I suppose you might as well save again. Come on then.
Cool. Resets whatever that Creepzilla was going to do for just a moment. Couldn't switch that in time. Yep. Kill that guy, get him out of here. Ow. Not as good as I wish it would have went, but not as bad as it could have gone.
Anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Yeah.
Rinwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
I'm going to do this the wrong way in the sake of trying to conserve items for when I fight the Lord. So I get the feeling this is where we fight her creation.
I think you fight her creation at the same time as her.
Oh god, I really hope not.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
Yeah, you're gonna fight the creature at the same time then.
That's incredibly unfortunate.
You'll be fine.
So, yeah,
Nope.
just nothing else in here, huh?
Can't do anything with the spirit core
What's wrong,
thingy bobber.
Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Oh. Owly. Alright, onwards and upwards. 3.
Yeah.
Or, okay, where the fuck are you meant to go?
I had to miss something in here.
The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah. Like it's all some damn game to her.
Did you find it?
It was on the sofa.
Oh, Jesus. Of course it was. Alright, no new owl. Yeah, excuse me. Jesus.
Right.
Okay, no new owl stone. Good. I would hate for us to miss one. Yeah, valid.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
It's a good thing ambush isn't a thing.
Right.
What's this thing?
Did I miss something over here, or is it on the other side? Other side. Hello. Yeah, you guys, you're at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Consider yourself finished. No, you can't. Okay. Take this. Be my guest.
Cool.
I need to be stronger.
I'm not happy about that.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't have much left, do we?
You still have orange shells.
I know. I'm gonna have to use a few of them, that's for sure.
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be glad I had that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Orange gel.
Yeah. I'm gonna, yeah.
And then save.
Because I get a feeling I'm gonna end up using a little more than just that.
Got that shit. It's so pretty. I'm really finishing this up. I will be right back.
Okay. Just in case this triggers a cutscene, I'm gonna hold on for just a second here. Just in case. I don't trust this not to lead to something else. You know, game being the way it is and all that. This is a nice little, explosion animation going on there, though. This ship is a tough ship. Like, I could probably... So based on how this fight went, I could have got away with, like, not healing up. But the nice thing with the dragon fights is that they're actually pretty easy to, how do I want to phrase it? They're pretty easy to take advantage against via knocking them down. So, yeah, so I think it's just downing them. So you can do it with Alphen, you can do it with Shion, and you can do it with Rinwell. So that makes it pretty easy to really just punish them hard. I'm afraid of fighting Almedria, whatever her name is, and her pet at the same time. I'm hoping it's not like actually 2 health bars and that it's just like you focus on the pet and then somehow story shenanigans gets her killed. I'm hoping that's what happens. Let's see. Definitely you should look at swapping that out for something. Probably double Demon Fang. I think that makes sense. Raining Slash is Incineration Wave. Okay, Explosive Ring. Is there anything better than Swallow Blade? I don't know that there really is. Rending Flash, I don't have unlocked yet. Incineration Wave and Rending Flash are the two that I don't appear to have currently. Yeah, really only those. I don't know that there's really anything I want to disable on her. Yeah, so she's not even used that any, which is fine. Lightning Orb. She's apparently used that a fair bit. I don't know what gets decided on. Oh, those can level up? Oh, I did not know those could level up. That's actually really interesting. I like how I've used Explosive Ring a fair bit. So Scarlet Outburst has had okay. That's interesting. I did not know that could. How's hers doing? Yep. Hers has got used quite a bit. Not so much. Wonder if there's still no good way of. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really a good way of doing anything with that. I wish there was. I really probably should set. I don't think I want to auto use orange gels. I could, but I don't think I want to do that. Because like I could set up to do it, but doing so would have, well, how do I want to put it? It could have costly connotations associated to it. And then this way, like, I can make sure to know, like, what my CP usage is. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should change this to 50% or less. See, I wish there was a little more options in the strategy system. I understand that having the strategy system in the way like it was in Berseria was probably a little too much, but I feel like this is probably a little oversimplified. Oh, I need to actually go back in and do that. Okay, so what are your lectures? Okay. That's potentially useful. I do have a couple heavy treats. I don't have any regular treats now. That's unfortunate. When I get the opportunity to buy treats, I think I'm going to buy a few. Well, gonna have to move on. Hoping she would be back by now. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything else I can do to really look at anything of interest or discuss any thoughts I've had so far. Well, let's do this. Oh, what was that? Oh, wait. Really? She got that. Just now. How did her shield strike go up 400 points that quickly? That's, I did not anticipate that. She has a lot of Earth Arts. Like, a lot of Earth Arts. Okay. What do I want to give her? Defense 10. Elemental defense 20. Sure. Get that protection going on.
Hello.
Welcome back. I delayed just long enough.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I wasn't sure because like I got the dragon down pretty quickly, but I'm not sure if there's gonna be like a cutscene after or not.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just thought you would just continue on.
I was just concerned about potentially triggering cutscene stuff on you.
Truly, she leaves naught but rubble in her wake.
Are you guys asking to be your next target?
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Didn't mean to actually make you delay. I just thought you would continue on.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Ended up fine. Nah, big deal. But yeah, dragons really easy to kind of down often.
That's good.
Yeah. It turns out when they fly, you can use Shion or Rinwell to down them. And otherwise you can use Alphen.
And you did save, yes?
I'll save again.
Okay. Just thought I'd make sure.
Yeah, and there's that healing circle. Okay.
Don't think it matters which way you take,
Almendria is
so.
not in her own room. Just where the hell is she?
It's
Right
possible
to
she
these
may be on
doors.
the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Almost
Be
shit.
careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
Okay.
I don't think it... Okay, maybe it does matter.
So I'm going to just go left first.
Alright.
I don't think it'll let me, but...
One last place to look. Straight ahead.
I feel like it's just gonna be the same thing.
I'll do this just in case.
And if we're wrong, we just reload, eh?
Yep.
Oh, wow, it even gives you like a fucking warning this time. So yeah, it
Apparently.
doesn't actually matter. Like I said, I didn't think it would actually matter.
There she is! Almendria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
Well, no shit. You see that evil smirk?
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Fuck off.
Almendria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No. No.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
Thank you, Law.
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almendria,
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
these people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
That's right, even you, Rinwell.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed.
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Mesmold!
I'll do be fighting with one of her creatures.
Enjoy your meal!
You ready for this?
We're gonna find out.
If you do die,
Sad eyes, child.
oh
Let me
Jesus.
reunite you with your parents.
I'm gonna take you down
If you do die, I'll pull up a guide.
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm nothing like you. I never miss.
What foolishness.
This thing is mildly tanky.
I mean, yes. But you're 1/4 of the way there. You got this.
That's not what I wanted to see. Yep. God's breath is not a good thing.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready.
Soaring light spear! I'm not done! Take this! You're mine! Try harder!
Brimming with hatred.
Yep, let's try and keep you from doing that as much as possible.
Halfway.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I was afraid of.
Can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on it. And take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
You say that, but I literally just tried to cancel with you and it did not work.
Most likely a timing issue.
Now you see what I can do!
My true power.
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
Not today! You're mine! Crush! Watch out! Take this!
Can't get out of bed. The winds of
Oh.
judgment.
No, you're not allowed to use the Mystic Art. Fuck off.
Chaotic
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Your astral arms aren't so special. And now, they're
That didn't work there. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Do not like this.
Well, you've got like a fourth on the beast left, and then you can attack all you want on her, so.
Yep.
Just keep your cool. You got this.
Okay, well that's gonna be unfortunate.
I think that's probably why you can't actually seal away her arts or whatever with Rinwell's, because you can't actually attack her yet.
Yeah, probably.
not while I'm around, she isn't.
Okay, this is how. Okay, that's how that worked.
I'll end you. Astral energy, full throttle.
Okay. I'm about this. Yep.
Okay, so maybe you don't have to fight her. What? Just kill her and get it over with, please.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a
We
mere
literally
slave.
killed 2 other lords, why
I
can't we
won't
kill
allow
her?
you to-
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
Oh. About that destruction. That looked like some water astral arts.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this bitch.
That swordsman again.
Do not tell me you're actually the fucking lord of the 5th area. She looks glad to see him.
Oh, Lord Volron, what
Well,
brings
Yeah.
you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to.
Kill her, kill her, kill her,
make it
kill
up
her,
to you,
kill her.
My lord.
Yes. Thank you.
Silence now, wretched snake.
I didn't care how it happened, I just want her to die.
It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Also, he has a scar on his head where Shion shot him.
I saw that, yeah.
That's a nice little touch of detail there.
Yeah. I would have been more surprised if it hadn't scarred.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And
Oh.
like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Leon knows him.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down?
What?
Okay.
So his curse is broken now, or whatever the fuck? What the fuck was
Something.
that? What the shit?
He has a sigil.
What the absolute garbage?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something!
Oh!
He can feel pain now.
Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
Shion!
No.
Yeah, not surprised. So now he's gonna have to find a way to overcome that.
Come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
Okay. The Sovereign? What is this, like Shepherd, but like not?
Well, okay. Test subject 12,000 or 1273. Spirit channeling ceremony will begin shortly.
So he didn't have a name, he had a fucking test number. Goody.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Ooh.
Astral energy charging, almost complete. Output stable, standing by. Well, most of those suspicions were proven correct.
He's a goddamn test subject.
The maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony is in progress. If you want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here. 1273.
So he may not actually be like a Reddit. He could just be literally a test subject, which is shitty as shit.
To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony after all. But seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest.
Okay, some kind of ceremony. Is the maiden Shion?
Is this the test subject man? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. Inside, it's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am. No touching the test subject, right?
That's why. Okay, so I'm not sure that he's actually running based on that text.
Yeah, there's,
Because it said it's just as uncultured as the rest of them, which makes me think. Nah.
I don't know who got it in their head to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. And I know I'm reading this out, it's because this is, like, actually just really interesting.
No, it's fine. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, it's you, 1273. Or should I say sovereign? You don't understand how much time and effort we've invested to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage.
Stab yourself with the stomach. I don't know.
Nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet?
Yes.
They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
That is precisely what they think of you. Hello, person that was not there before.
Okay.
The only person who called us a name, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's the maiden.
Yeah.
With the same kind of bang hairstyle as Shion.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
So he's standing.
Elfin.
Leori.
Never mind. Huh?
I think he may have went on an insane killing spree.
I think you might be right.
Elfin. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that?
Okay.
That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.
Yeah, you have a... You have your work cut out for you.
Oh, good. After all that, we obtained the Master Core of Wind. Okay. So, no, he's not half Dan and half Renan. He's just a test subject for some thing that we don't actually know he's labeled as the Sovereign for.
This would be accurate so far. Yep.
So, why did he think he knew Shion? Is it just because she looks vaguely similar to Naori?
Probably.
Oh my god, what the shit.
Well, I was told things escalated.
Naori.
But I was right that she'd end up shocking him and that it would be a problem.
Oh yeah, no, you were totally right about the whole pain thing. That's what the screenshot was that I accidentally saw.
So now he has to learn how to overcome pain.
Yeah, actually.
Oh. Well, that's not a good thing.
What?
I was not anticipating icicles from their attacks.
Also, no more blazing sword for you.
Yep, that's true right now.
Probably not ever. It burned his hand.
Well, we say that, but I'm pretty sure he'll find a way to work out.
What, like get an anti-burn glove or something?
Well, you notice how that one guy was able to touch Shion without any pain. Or without showing any pain.
Hey, but we don't know his backstory or anything like that.
This is true.
And also being shocked is a bit better than your little arm being slightly turning into charcoal. The poor Shion though.
Yeah. She is in a delicate situation.
Right? She got fucking kidnapped, and the one person she was like, oh, I can hold his hand as much as I want. Now is like, now I can't.
Rinwell. What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck or his plan?
Luck?
If Voron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
I think he's about to collapse.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Yeah. Rinwell.
Tired Avenger. Love that title.
Holy Lance seems pretty good. Was there anything here that I was super wanting? No, not really. We're gonna go ahead and pick that up.
I think he's about to have a collapse, though.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
Save, 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 save.
Yeah, this is, this has implications. So, I'm gonna guess he goes through a small bit of an identity crisis of wondering what good he is to anyone now.
Probably.
Which, you know, most of the time is a little bit of a weak trope, but I feel like this actually sets up for a meaningful example of it.
Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere.
Oh.
This area's teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here.
This ain't gonna be good.
Seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Elfin, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alfin's going to be okay.
For now,
Hey,
I
so
believe we should hold off on speculation. Simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
how does get to? Can you go around the rockage? Swim out in the sea or something?
No.
What the absolute garbage?
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's some horseshit, but
A
alright.
little bit.
You're saying we should check the Alf
Yeah, we can check the Owl Forest later. We don't care right
Forest?
now.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Jeez.
This ain't gonna go well.
Alfin!
No.
Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Oh, I'm so
Well,
afraid.
Did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah.
And
now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a
Ooh, like
Danon?
that sovereign.
No.
Okay.
They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Thank you, Law.
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
Like her
So
twin?
they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned.
Yeah, that's true.
I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shuddered to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegus? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tale of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegus, nearly destroying it.
Wait, ancient?
The restoration took years and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana.
Oh, shit.
More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
I mean, you look good for your age.
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
I love you, Kisara.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Jesus Christ!
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What
Yes,
do
you
the
do. Shut
others
up, pretty
think?
boy. Jesus Christ, what the shit?
Everything is fine.
No, it's not. Okay, like, what do you think about all this?
Well, I wasn't necessarily prepared for him to be over 300 years old.
He looks good for his age, yeah. That being said, like, was he just, like, in a comatose state and just finally got released back to Dana, or was his body hidden somewhere and then it was just found? Like, how does that work?
I think this is a question for Doc, currently.
Right. But also, Alphen has a space!
Yeah, he does. Okay.
Oh my god.
This, yeah.
That makes sense though, because if they're trying to create this great power, they had to test it.
Yeah.
Question is, why did he go berserk?
Well, question is also, what does the role of the maiden have to do with a sovereign? Could explain what
Well,
Shion was being prepared for.
it was yeah, she's being prepared for and is now currently kidnapped, so Volaron can become the next sovereign.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renin sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renin, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renin. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Aww. Probably after this, I'll probably have to go to bed, though.
Yeah.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
Precisely.
I came down in a Renin starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renins, performing her duties as the
I thought
maiden.
she died.
Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renin society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Do you want me to continue talking to people?
Yeah, finish up all the talking, and then...
Okay, we'll save Law for last.
I agree with that one, actually.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
I like that they purposely put Law all the way out here.
Mm-hmm. then after this, probably recover and save.
Yeah.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too?
300 years.
Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Ah.
Oh, bro
Back to
bonding.
the inn, I guess.
Oh, bro bonding. Oh, my heart.
Right.
Oh, I love it. Well, I guess we get to do tomorrow with rescuing Shion.
Yeah, you're gonna have a long day tomorrow.
Alphen!
Or...
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
Fair, he washed up on shore.
Sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
Come on, Alphen.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Now that he finally has his hair back.
Bumbling fighter extraordinaire.
Yep. Now that he has his hair back, should we give him ears or something?
Probably not ears. But we'll try maybe look at something.
Alright, alright.
Look sharp, people. If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Okay, well I guess we'll save here. Okay, well, closing
on
thoughts.
Good job on Fish Lady fight.
Right? That was interesting. So
I don't really want to like praise the enemy, but like also think, fuck, he killed her.
yeah. Question's just gonna be how much of a creep is he gonna be with Shion?
I don't know.
That's the question, right?
But like we're gonna be badass knight and we're gonna go save her.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just go out on a limb and guess that there's gonna be a segment where we have to overcome literally insurmountable amounts of pain to do what is gonna happen. I'm just throwing that out there as a most likely outcome. So, I'm looking forward to tomorrow now.
I've been looking forward to like whenever we do the next game session this entire time, but like they've upped the ante.
Yeah, the ante has been upped. That would be an accurate statement.
So, I was wrong. He wasn't the current sovereign. He's the 5th lord.
Yeah. There's a lot of dangerous implications going on here. And I get the feeling Shion's family has had a fucked up existence.
Yeah, but I have a feeling maybe he's trying to do the old sovereign ceremony then, the one that does include the maiden. Since apparently the current sovereign does not need that.
There's a possibility of that, but I think there's also a chance that it's just a thing to try and fight Alphen because the dude is all about pushing his power against what is supposedly strong individuals.
Well, you know, at least it makes sense before when he was like, well, if you're really the sovereign, like, the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, because I'm guessing he suspected...
well, of course he did. With the power, the glowiness, like, how could you not?
Yeah. So I think it's going to be interesting. Here's hoping we can pair back up with Shion pretty quick. And,
yeah, you're kind of down your main healer. You may want to have Dohalim in your main cast then.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100% is going to be Dohalim in there. So, but that's also in part like why I think like hopefully we won't be away from Shion for too long. But we will see. Well, I guess until tomorrow then, guys. Have a good one.